National Restaurant Consultants. And today I'm joined again by our wonderful friend and co-branding partner, Mr. Brian Devine, President of Top Line Management.
Hi,
Hello,
everybody.
Brian. And today our featured guest is our Vice President of National Restaurant Consultants, Mr. Jared Flowers, who's live today from Tempe Lake in Tempe, Arizona, the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, and a little more sunshine there, Jared, and welcome in. Appreciate you joining
Thank
us
you.
today. So today we've got a couple of topics for you. I'm going to first swing it over toward Brian, and he's going to talk a little bit about a helpful moment on some marketing. So Brian, if you would, please.
Thank you very much, Richard. We're going to keep this nice and short today because I want to reiterate kind of as we start talking about reopening and what that process looks like, I want you to remember that online ordering and your overall marketing of that online ordering isn't going to go away. In fact, what we're thinking is likely going to be the case is that online ordering is going to help continue with not only building revenue, but that's likely to be a really good profit center. So please keep that in mind. So as you're able to open, the chances are we're still going to have social distancing. So you're going to have less tables. You're not going to be able to get as many people in there. So keep that online ordering system up and running. If you need help, we are here to help you with that. And we can actually do it all completely free to make sure that you have a good system in place. So that's pretty much it for me today.
Thanks, Brian.
You bet.
So I'm excited to have Jared Flowers, as I mentioned, our Vice President, he is heading up our operations side of really what we think is a detailed idea resource for restaurants on getting ready to reopen. And Jared is going to talk a little bit about some of the key components that you should be doing now as operators. So Jared, if you would please, welcome in.
Thank you so much. Pardon my hand motions as I am outside at the lake. And we do have flies and mosquitoes and all of the other things. So bear with me if I have to not follow the rules of not touching my face. But nonetheless, one of the things to piggyback off what Brian said was I've talked to a lot of operators out here that are, struggling, if not concerned about third-party delivery fees with the online ordering.
Sure.
One thing that's important to note is many of the national chains and so many of the restaurants that are successful with this are having two separate menus. So it is okay to pass that cost through to the customer. The customer is okay paying an additional fee to have a free delivery or to have food brought to them that they don't have to pick up. So if you are paying a premium to Postmates or DoorDash or to Uber Eats, to add $1 or two to each menu item is not something that customers are getting upset with. You look at Chick-fil-A, for an example, you're paying $1.20 additional price per sandwich if you go on to a delivery service, and they're doing great. So don't be afraid to do that. If you're just taking the food cost hit, you're missing something there. The other piece is making sure that you are prepared for what happens when you reopen. And there's so many things, National Restaurant Consultants, we've created a checklist that we're happy to help walk you through. One of the new things that just came out today is you won't be able to have salt and pepper shakers and ketchup and mustard and things on the table because they have to be sanitized after each guest. High chairs will need to be plastic wrapped and sanitized between each use. This is something that we have researched extensively and are working very hard to make sure that we can help you open without all the red tape that the health department and local jurisdictions are going to require as you get back on pace. I did this video today from here to show you that this lake is typically filled with a couple of hundred people a day riding bikes and paddle boarding and kayaking, and today it's completely empty. There's going to be a time here in the next few weeks that hopefully it's full again. We want to be able to help you figure out how to get food safely to these folks, whether you run a food truck or a to-go operation or delivery or dine in to get people social again. It's just one of those things that we do and we research, even though we're not currently in restaurants and building restaurants right now that we can speak to legislators and restaurant association folks to be able to get the information to you quickly, precisely, and just the facts. We want you to be a legacy restaurant. We want to be a legacy company, and we're not in this for the short haul, and we just want to help.
That's awesome. Thank you, Jared. That's great, timely information. And again, we are pushing and going as fast as we can to stay up to speed with all the things that are coming out on a daily basis. We know it's information overload, and we're here to be helpful. So that's really it for today on our NRC Helpful Moment. Guys, I just want to thank you for being here today, and that'll wrap up NRC Helpful Moment number 22 for today. So bye for now. Thank you.